hello from future video editing me. I thought I'd just show you my beautiful kitty and the goodies that were unpacked. While editing, I discovered that the microphone was not plugged in properly, so made a terrible sound, so I had to do a voiceover. So my apologies, and I hope you enjoy this video. I do apologize if I do sound boring, but it is terrible trying to voice over your own videos sometimes. Okay, thanks so much. And I'll see you in the next one, hopefully with microphone on. I have got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful style going through. It's my Japanese style that I'm allowed to do, that I'm heavily influenced by Japan. And I did it for the Asian Food Festival tomorrow, the 7th of March. And in this batch, I have got my tumblers and mugs that I managed to get through, as well as one of my students' works. So I'm pretty excited. And there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how happy I am. So what I love about this particular batch is that I can put my own signature on without worrying about, is this going to sell? Because this is what I love doing, is stylized patterning, as I said, by textures, by textiles, as well as prints, and of course the Japanese prints. So this first mug is so lovely and warm. I just didn't want to take it out, but here we go. I'm going to take it out. And there it is. Isn't it gorgeous? It is the stylized wave, and I used it in two colors, the deep blue and the black, to emphasize a little bit of depth. But I didn't want to make it perfect. I wanted it to be sketchy. A lot of this is freehand done with freehand, with no pencils and that, and just painted straight on. And what I love about this design, I'd let it go right around the mug and just had fun. So it's not in perfect design, it's just fun. And the mug itself is one of my new designs that I love doing now, which is a lovely round mug to drink out of. It's about 300 mils. And there's my other one, the waves stylized into a tumbler form. Some beautifully made, some empty, some forming, some solid. I just had fun doing this one. And I love leaving those open breathing spaces. And I'm definitely going to be keeping this sort of style, that's this semi-round, almost whiskey gobbler style. This is a bunny mug. And of course you can't see that because the bunny is in the inside. So what I love about this particular one is that I tried to do a set of two for each one, because sometimes couples love doing a set for each other if they do like the same design. I've found many times the couples don't. Opposites attract and all of that. And but this particular one, I wanted to do two slightly different, so they're unique. So in this one I did a bunny with a nice large pink nose and a swirl of green around it, with the blurry almost formed circles, but not quite. And you can see I sketched it and I loved it. And so when you're drinking your particular beverage in this mug, you'll have a lovely surprise at the bottom, as well as enjoying the outside. Isn't it cute? I absolutely love it. Gorgeous. So, oh, I love this particular one. Here comes the next one. This is the mate of that one, with the perfect circles. They're much better, well formed. And there's the other bunny. And he's got little grey dots on him. And you can see it's also sketchy, but this time more pronounced in some circles, just to be slightly different. I absolutely love this style, and I'm definitely going to make more and more of these mugs. And here we go. Tumbler number 2. Bunny. I did this one sketch-like. I wanted to incorporate the bunny into the circle format, and particularly the ears of the bunny reminds me of like little ears in these circles, so to speak. So I wanted it to look like a sketchbook, and I used pink and black, and that was it with the natural clay body. You can see I'm heavily influenced by the pop sort of art coming through. And here we go, first of 2 again. This is my very sketched mug in the Biscuit 107 clay. Beautifully sketched series that I love doing with these clouds. And yeah, some people say it doesn't look like clouds, but it's because it's done from manuscripts in the stylized clouds. The background has got some black overlay with highlights of white, and I use the natural clay body to emphasize the actual background. So there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely love it. This is about 500 mil. And you'll see the next one's completely different, yet the same. Very stylized Japanese, Chinese type of, I've seen it in Chinese and in Japanese art. This very heavy clouds with a little bit of a tail. And also the black sketchy background washed with a little bit of white highlights using the background of the body, clay body. And here we go, the first of my water swirls. I love water swirls, being a rower, and so I enjoy doing these on mugs. You'll see it coming through often. I used to do these on little tumblers, but now I've gone bigger. Again, 107, beautifully background with the turquoisey greens coming through, as well as black and white little highlights. I just love it. And there it is. That was me shocked, because it's the first time ever that I've had this. But this is my student's work. And obviously the clay and the glaze did not agree with each other. And so it didn't work. She brought this piece ready made that she had done previously, and she couldn't tell me exactly all the details. So we took a chance and we did glaze it and that, but it's such a gorgeous little thing that she painted. Look at that little heart. Isn't that stunning? But look at what happened. And that's a pure example of what can happen in kiln life in a studio. Very sad, because it was a lovely, lovely design that she put on it, and it was for a friend. And there we go. Here comes my tumblers, my mini tumbler espresso tea mugs with deep, as I always do, deep textures, and then with lovely colors over again in the 107. This time not in Ross. I didn't get a chance to get the Ross ones in. And here's the other one. Now the blue on there is a lovely blue. It's actually called plum. Go figure. But I knew it's blue because of my testing before. So I like the kind of blue it comes out in on the grey body. There we go. Finally the camera focused. I'm quiet, sorry. It's because I'm upset about that particular what happened there. So it was me thinking about what we could have done possibly to avoid this, but there's nothing you can avoid if you don't know the actual clay that it's made out of. I could work out it was a stoneware, but I couldn't do it further than that. And then there's my last soil. Isn't that gorgeous? This one's got a little bit of a thumb detail on there, and it's made slightly different. And then, of course, here's my last one. Look at that. My beautiful, beautiful wave sippy cups. I call them sippy cups because it reminds me of the sippy cups from when I was young, as well as you can put a straw in there if you want to. And last but not least, there we go, the last little one. And of course, trust the camera to focus on me and not the actual tumbler. But there we go. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.